Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everyone doing? This is Improv 2. Is that how you say it? I don't think there's anybody here, but maybe there is. Hold on, I didn't put it on comments. Hey, Jack. Hey, Brock, what's up? So you're going to see T? Yeah, tell him I said hello. Hopefully we'll get together and do a motorcycle ride again. But I've got a couple of minutes to kill. Plans are a tiny bit different. The kids are driving with one of their aunts from there, and they left 8 o'clock last night. And I guess the traffic is like, because of New Year's, is a lot of it. They're still not here. They left at 8 o'clock out of Bangkok last night, and last I had heard they were in Korat. So, and that was a couple hours, 3 hours ago. So they should be here fairly shortly. But my wife ended up having to go into work. So she's on the road right now. Okay, cool. He's coming your way then, I'm imagining. Excuse me. Get my coffee in. So I think we're going to try to take off about like noon-ish. And then we're going to get up there. We'll get the trailer all hooked up. We'll stop at Macro on the way in. Hey, brother, how you doing, Ron? We'll stop at Macro on the way into through Ubon, pick up whatever we're going to need. She had them, I don't know, they've been in the car for God knows how long. And she bought 4 kilos of the freshwater shrimp or whatever it's called. I don't know how I won't eat it now. So we'll see what happens. Hey, James, how you doing? But, the Thais, they don't. Maybe they have it on ice. I seriously doubt it. So we'll see. I forget what she told me. 400 baht, which I thought was kind of reasonable. 400 baht a kilo for those big ones with like we had it, like I showed in that little short. That was awesome. We went to. I said, let me take everybody out to lunch after. I ended up staying another night. And we all went down to I guess they probably been in 20 of Chuck's live streams. And we went down there and it was awesome. Food was really, really good. So my hat is falling into my eyes. So anyway, so I figured I've got all my stuff ready to go. I think I'm going to take my laptop and maybe do a live stream from up in the mountains wherever we end up. It should be a fun trip. In Tad Phnom and everything, that was freaking awesome. And in my little video that I put out today, I think I said I'd put his link to his in the there. It probably won't be out for a couple of days. I think I made light of it by saying he's a year behind on his videos. So anyway, but it's just outstanding the stuff that they do, Chuck and Paige. It was a great time. I was honored to be able to go, and I'm looking forward to next year. Hey, Gary, how you doing? Good morning, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. Hope you're well. So next year, yeah, yeah, should. It was fun. Hey, Paul, how you doing? I haven't. I saw your short, and actually, I was just getting ready. I was in the house, and I was going to watch your deal on that burger. The burger looked pretty good in your short, so I'll have to look at it. But if you guys aren't subscribed, seriously think about it. It's good, especially if you're going through Bangkok and stuff. Paul is checking out all the places there for you from there to there. A wide range of a wide price range, put it that way. But hey, Mitch, I cannot respond. Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it, man? It was a great time. We had um, we had an awesome time. It was good to see Mitch. I hadn't seen him in a while, and well, I saw him at the house, bless him. But it was really good. It was really a lot of fun. I'm glad I stayed the extra day. Went over and Mafia cooked up a bunch of awesome food, so it was good. It was a really good time. It'll like I said, I imagine maybe 2 or 3 days it should be out. But I had mentioned in my video too, and make sure you check it out, that whole covered area that we're sitting under and the stage that the kids are dancing on and doing all their stuff on. Chuck and Paige and their subscribers and whoever donated to the fund last year. I think it was last year. They did that whole thing. It's huge. It's awesome. And like I said, the stuff that they do, and I said it in the video too, that I think me and Chuck are both on the same page, and most everybody I think around us on the same page about living here in Thailand and giving back to Thailand. And even if you're not living here, if you're planning on coming here or whatever, think about if you've got it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. That's the way it is. Everybody else hopefully will make it up. And like I said, it isn't selfless. I mean, if you watch Chuck's videos and some of Paige's stuff, if you're friends with her on Instagram or on Facebook or anything like that, that smiles from ear to ear on these little kids is worth its weight in gold. Hey, Grades, what's up? Logan, Jamie, how are you? Joe, well rounded, how are you, Joe? Glad you could come by. I just threw it up. We already got 15 people. Cheers to the subscribers. But yeah, and I'm sure Chuck's video will be outstanding. He puts out really good stuff, obviously. But yeah, it was a good time. Is this Logan's here? I didn't set up too much when I came. I just pulled down the microphone and clicked, put it on in 5 minutes. And that picture there was actually Chuck sent that to me from there, and I think I mentioned I didn't get anything of it, but right in one part of the video it shows me with the Santa hat on and saying that they were just getting pictures. Those were the pictures that they were taking. It was pretty cool. What a great bunch of people, no doubt. Hey Justin, how you doing? But I'm sure it's working. I can hear it in my ear. And I haven't saw Logan's last and Jamie's last video. I got to watch that. I kind of I didn't do a bunch when I was there. I've been binge watching The Walking Dead, and so I'm kind of into that now. So I've been using my spare time watching that. Not that I haven't seen it 2 or 3 times in the past how many years. My beard. Now I can finally trim my beard. I'll probably wait till I get back. I get back on the. I think we're going to spend. The kids go back to Bangkok on the 1st. We'll drive there today. We'll load up the trailer, get it all ready. But I don't think that we'll go up and camp just 2 nights. We'll go up tomorrow morning. Then we'll bring them back. I'll bring the trailer back and then take them down to Ubon, put them on a bus, and they're going to go back to Bangkok. And then we're going to probably in the Centra, which is my favorite hotel there. I like it. We'll just me and Nitnoy will spend 1 night there, and then we'll come back on the 2nd, and she goes back to work on the 3rd. So, and I've been talking to Robert Mack about trying to meet up and and do some riding around. He's got an ADV, and we've been kind of hit and missing, but we'll figure it out. And then I did notice we got 5 or 6 people on the community page wanting to know. It seems like I think Jake said John TM, and who else? Hey, Lewis, thank you very much. The wife will be extremely happy. I appreciate it. But the that deal that we did with Chuck was flipping awesome. But yeah, so we'll see how that all goes. Thanks again, Lewis. You're the man. Uh, but yeah, so we'll hopefully we'll be able to go on, at least get together and go on a ride with Robert Mack um, somewhere. We've been talking about Kochang, but now there's some. I guess he's kind of renting this bike, so it's kind of hard for him to. The guy doesn't want him going to Kochang, which I can understand why. If you saw my little riding video, you can see some of the stuff there. If you're not, halfway versed in riding a motorcycle, which Robert is, but the guy doesn't know that. And then I guess he's gotten stung maybe on longer rides, because then if something breaks down, he's got to drive halfway across Thailand to pick it up. So anyway, we'll see, and of course I'll probably, well, maybe do a video, but I didn't really want to do much video of the actual. I mean, that's Chuck's gig, his deal there and his subscribers, which I'm one of, but I want he can put it out, but so that's why I didn't put anything out actually there. Paige and them have been putting a bunch of stuff on Facebook, and like I said, it was awesome. They got up there, and that stage that they built was unbelievable. But yeah, the kids were from ear to ear. I even got some ice cream, which I was happy about. And it was a great time. Great time. Hey, Scott, how you doing? We had I don't know. There was probably 15 of us, I guess, that went over there, and then about 15 or whatever it was that we went to lunch. It was they were awesome. They were really good. And then they ordered some other stuff that I tried. Um, I don't know. I pretty much like Isan food, so if it's good and spicy, that's what I want to. That's what I want. It's like being here 5 years now. It's if it doesn't have a real kick to it, it's like almost like me going, why bother eating if there's not a good burn to it? But still, I don't know. I'm still a Mexican food fan, so it's still my favorite. Um, yeah, I did. We all took the Mitch went up once. I went up once. Chuck went up once. I think Mafia went up once. Um, Paige's brother Billy went up once, and I can't remember if somebody else went up. But yeah, it was. Oh, and Dow, I think Dow went up one time too. It's awesome. Like I said, man, everybody can say, "Oh, that's great, you do things and all this kind of stuff," but it's not selfless, man. The deal and the smile it puts on my face, as it does with the donations here. I mean, my wife is in seventh heaven to get on her average of 100 through AdSense a month, and be able to give it with what we give, because like I said, we give every month too. So it and you guys do too as the members. Like I said, that same thing, that we still give 1,000 baht to the one boy or man now, I guess he is. And he's doing well, and grandma's still hanging in there. I haven't heard anything about her passing away, so he's got good support group around him, and he's a good kid. So we're all in red states, yeah, yeah, and I was surprised because the shirt was a 5X, and it just barely fit. It wasn't overly big, but that's the biggest that the T-shirt manufacturer that Chuck uses. That's the biggest he makes. Yes. I'm still working on it. I got the stuff down here on the Got to Love Thailand ones. And I think I'm going to go ahead and let's see if I pull it up. I think I'm going to go ahead and use use this one because it's already kind of made and use that baseball. Santa probably doesn't offend much people. I get some shit about using the pictures of Santa with guns and shit like that. People just have no sense of humor. But it's all in good fun, man. Plus, but I do. I don't cuss on here. I try to keep it down, as you guys know, in case my grandkids or great grandkids or great 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 grandkids down the 100 years from now want to watch some old gray haired bastard on YouTube. Maybe they get to know me and say that was my great 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 grandfather. So I don't want them to hear "f you" and or I try not to. I think I just said bastard. That's not a good word. But anyway, I think that's going to be the one. I don't know why I have. Why do I have two of them? You got this one too on here. Is it different? Oh, it doesn't have the. That was part way through. That one has it. Okay. So anyway, I don't know. I got to get it done. I think I'm going to get t-shirts done. I got to get with Bobby, but see now I'm going to be gone until. I won't be back here until the 3rd, so maybe I'll try to hit it up with Bobby because I think if we go any place but Ko Chang, he doesn't want to go back to Ko Chang. He'll go along, and I'm sure Andrew might think about it too. I think unless he's vacationed out. I think he's been in Pattaya and he's there until the first of the year. So with that, and then Robert had said maybe that Meow and Jim of Jam had showed some interest in wanting to go, and some other people. So hopefully I said Khao Yai. I couldn't spell it quite right, but I'd like to go up that way because I'm planning on doing some camping up there. But they have nice hotels. I'm almost positive Jim and Meow were there. A bunch of people on, obviously. I think it's one of the top places to go up in the mountains, but we'll see. And let's see, what other did I want to give you guys? Um, yeah, Lewis is the man. Always appreciated. Uh, let's see, choking shirt looked perfectly. I know it does. It's going to have to be good enough. And I did the people that originally did that. I told you I found their logo and I sent them on Facebook and on their website. No one's gotten back to me, so I'm gonna have to get with Robert, take what I have in my desk right here, which is basically those pictures, and say, can you do this, and let them do it. Um, oh, Robert is here, so you're hearing me talk about you, Robert. But let's see. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, it's gorgeous up there, but like I said, I kind of want to see if I can. The kids want to go there. The reason that I'm thinking about doing a camping. It'll be a family one to there to Khao Yai. The one that we're going on now is going to be a family one. The one that I do after this is going to be a solo deal and probably live stream and stuff. But the on Trailer Trash Thailand, but they're only like I think 2.5 3 hours from there out of Bangkok, and then we're about 4 hours 4.5 out of there, so we can drive up there with they have the Suzuki, the car that we bought for Sim, and they can. She's capable enough and 21 years old. She can drive now. I told my wife, let her get out there. And she's been in an accident. She's well rounded already. Um, but they can drive up there, her and Shushu, and then we can have a little 3 day, whatever. So it's kind of a good midway point that we don't have to bus them from there to Sarin and then take off and go and then come back and bus them. Kind of a pain in the ass. But hey, Craig, how you doing, brother? From the Thai farm. Still gonna get your way with that trailer too. Uh, hopefully I don't croak. Oh, there you go, Logan. There's the death part of the show. Yeah, but yeah, I want to get that way. I got to get out there and start doing some stuff and moving around and doing exercising a little bit and getting out and about. So it'd be a good place to go. Of course, but Uncle Craig's place is a little fancy now with all the buildings and the big gates and stuff. I don't know if he'll want that truck pulling a trailer in their trailer trash coming around, but we'll see what happens. Uh, let's see. Yeah, so I think. Oh, that's what I was going to get to. Let's bring this up. I'll do a little. Oh, I want to do that. I want to do that on this. So I took it to the one guy that put the side boxes and the front and rear camera and everything on the Forza. I got the impression. I gave him 4,000 baht, and he said there's a leak in the front cylinder. It's not charging. There's a problem with the cooling system. There's this and that, and he said I'm not going to be able to do it. So I kind of got that impression. He didn't want to. I could tell he didn't want to say I don't know what I'm doing on this bike. So I said, "Do you know anybody?" And he gave me this price of this wet for you, which is right in Surin, and he guy came over, met him over there. He picked it up, and the guy wanted to give me the whole 4,000. Now he tore the tank off, tore the carburetors apart. He just didn't. They're twin. There's two carburetors underneath the gas tank. There's a carburetor for each cylinder, so you gotta be versed in that shadow or the V twin or a little bit. He is in tuning carburetors. I mean, in rice rockets, that I'm talking about, the big ones. He's great on, but these he's not too. He didn't want to say that because he told the guy. I said, "Well, what did he tell you?" Because the guy at the new place, he speaks English, and his name is Moo, like in pork. So easy for me to remember and pronounce. And he said he doesn't have the time to do it, which is telling me he didn't know what he was doing, which is fine. So I gave him 500 baht because I know that he worked pretty much 2 nights on it. I'm trying to get my mustache up. Anyway, it's gonna drive me nuts. And he's been working on it. So he pulled off the radiator, and the radiator had a big patch on the back of it. So I just talked to him this morning, and he got a new radiator for it. It's a little bit different, probably for something else or whatever. And he's got to get a different hose, he said, for it. So he's going to get that. He already fixed the charging system with some wiring, which was also cutting out that I was feeling. He's already pulled the carburetors back apart, rejetted them, put it back in. He said it runs freaking awesome. He said the motor's strong. Everything is good on that. I'm probably going to end up putting like maybe 12 to 15,000, maybe a little bit more if I buy the Dunlop tires, which I'm going to buy. So a little bit more because I think just the front and rear Dunlops are 80, 85, 9,000, something like that. Bought, which I had already planned on, putting new tires on it and probably putting 10,000 into it. So I'm going to be pretty close. So somewhere between 10 and 20,000. And the guy doing good work. So I told him I wasn't going to be back. So he's been slowly but surely. I told him to get me running boards if he could find them and a small sissy bar on the back. And the only reason I want the sissy bar is for the bag. When I do short trips, I'll be able to have a better place to hold the bag and keep it from falling off the motorcycle. So, because I'll take it on, anything within a couple of days, something like that. If I'm going 3-4 days, I'll take the Forza. It's just more comfortable. But he obviously knows what he's doing. He works on everything, so he's kind of Except I like bringing the Forza and stuff. Like I have to bring it in for its its maintenances and stuff to Honda, and I probably still will. But on my other bikes, well, I probably will the CT until it comes out of warranty too. On my Scoopy and stuff like that, I'll probably bring it to him. Right now, I need a. No one fessed up to it, but somebody put a big ass ding in the back. The back rim must have hit something really hard. How they didn't damage the front, I don't know. But I think it probably was the oldest daughter. But not a big deal. But I want to get a new rim on it, have it go through. It needs its service now, and then I want to get. My father-in-law takes his scooter down to, almost. Um, uh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. What? No. Chicken that I won't eat. What time is it? It's not even 10 o'clock. Anyway, what's I talking about? So, yeah. So I'm happy with the guy. I just talked to him now. I hadn't given him a dime yet, and he had already got the radiator and all this other stuff. So I said, do you need anything? So I sent him 10,000 baht this morning, and like I said, depending on what the tires and everything and all the other stuff, to bring it up to where I feel comfortable taking it, for a 2-day, 3-day trip somewhere. Probably have 120,000 into it, and it's a 750. Hey, he said it ran good. He was impressed with the my air conditioner. He was impressed with it. He said you should be fine, because I was gonna thought about changing the gearing and stuff on it, which I'll also assess that once I get on it. But he said you could cruise all the way that it's geared now. You come out of the hole fine, and you cruise all day long at 120, and that's about what I'm gonna cruise at anyway. I'm not gonna go crazy. Let me go. I've walked away from the comments. Um, what did I miss? Going Grace, please. For joining our military. Yeah, that's true. Logan, I agree with that, Robert. I'm with you on that one. And we'll have to get him stumped up. How long does he have to? Is he planning on being a lifer, or I don't know. I think so, right? Or is he going to see what he likes about it? Because what will he be able to retire at? Is he going to? Is he like Thailand? We'll see. Uh, let's you're going to write him a letter. Cool. Yeah, let him. They got our support, or mine, and I know probably from everybody on this channel. No, I haven't. I got to get the artwork done again, because it wasn't the same place. My wife had started it and got it done. Now the people that originally did it, they're not. They got their QR code and everything on there, but I tried to get a hold of them 2 weeks ago, and they haven't gotten back to me. So I'm going to go to the place that Bobby uh, went to here in Surin and see what they have to offer. Hey, there's a reason you don't. Is there what? Is there a reason you don't? No, a new bike I would. The Forza I would take. The CT I'll take. Um, and uh, other than that, even the Scoopy I think I brought for oil changes and stuff. I still brought it to the Honda. But I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I like to give there's 10 dealerships in Surin, maybe more. I like to give a little bit to the the underdog, the smaller guy. And this guy I like because he can work on everything that I have. He doesn't. Oh, we just do big bikes. We don't do scooters. He does everything. So I like that. Hey Ralph, how you doing? Glad you could make it for the bear. Yeah, he was here. He went. He was eyeballing. My mother-in-law brought me a chicken breast, again cooked in the air fryer, but it's earlier. I just ate breakfast. I don't know. She must be going somewhere. She thinks I'm leaving very soon. But thanks, Logan. Thanks, Jamie. Hope everybody's feeling well, right? all the bull crap's over with and everybody's feeling better? I'm way behind in the chat, so I'm gonna try. Oh no, I'm not. So let me know. But yeah, for sure, let your son know, Logan, that we're all thumbs up. And Jamie, if she's gonna write, she gonna write the letter, or you're gonna write a letter to him? Who's the better letter writer, mom or dad? And you guys are almost empty nesters soon, right? Then, then what are you gonna do? Enjoy yourself? I got divorced when my kids were young. I never got to experience half of what I wish I could have with my kids. The people that stick it out and hang together, you guys are freaking awesome. It ain't an easy thing to do because they make it so easy for you to opt out um, of your marriages at least in the U.S. anyway. Yeah, you sound like me, and I do. Sometimes I'll look at something and go, "What the hell was I writing?" Um, so it's a truth for me. Yours, you probably can read. Hey Tim, how you doing? Doing a week of dark 030 work hours. Be glad to get back to my regular hours. Yeah, I bet. Body is taking its toll. Yeah, it's hard doing changing up. I always fun. I pretty much was the same. In air conditioning, you just worked always. I mean, during the summertime, didn't really matter. I mean, got up at 5 and started at 5:36. But during the summer, I get home start at 6, get home at 8, have enough time to take a shower, and my pager would go off if I was on call, and back down to downtown LA at 9:30 at night, and sometimes not make it back home long enough to take a shower and start again at 6 a.m. the next day. So mine was weird. We didn't have swings. Wintertime, you could work a 40-hour week, but summertime, never. Let's see. What did you do? I filmed a few SIM cards of video. Got to remember to put out the videos. Well, as you get older, Robert, you're going to just forget that you even have the SIM cards full of stuff. At least that's my experience. Um, I didn't, like I said, going to Chuck's. That's his deal. Plus, he's way better at it than I ever will be. And I thought I'd just put out a short deal. That's a new. Did you guys see? What did you guys think of the I don't know, what do you call it, intro deal? Says basically the same thing as my old one said with the new footage. I'm going to bring my drone with me too. I'm totally legal. I've got all my stuff, although I haven't printed them out. Uh, but I'm legal, so I'll probably take it with me up so we can get some up in the mountains up there. There is a place. Somebody was asking me, is there a place to go swimming or in the water or whatever? And my wife said up the hill a ways from there is, and we might go to a different. She's talking to her friend at her work that her husband early retired from, and his wife obviously still works there. And he loves to go camping. So they might come up and visit us up there. And they said up above where we're going, it's a lot nicer. So my wife made some phone calls and sent them pictures of the truck and the trailer and said, can we go up there and blah, blah, blah. And they said yes. So get up there. Maybe we might be able to go swimming. I won't, subject you to have to watch me in a pair of swim trunks or anything. I wouldn't do that to anybody. Barely can do it to the wife and kids, but um, it'll be a good time. It'll give me a chance to set up some tripods and do a live stream and take some video and try to actually put something together. And I'll probably put it on both channels, on Trailer Trash and on Gotta Love Thailand. And Logan, did you ever answer me? It sounds okay. I know he'll probably lie to me because he knows I want this thing to sound okay. Uh, let's see. Ron Wayne asked me. I think I'm caught up, Ralph. I hated. Yeah, man, it's tough to do that. That my kid does it too. He works gold mining, works on the equipment and stuff, and they switch him around sometimes. And he 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 takes it all in stride, but he's 35 years old. I took everything in stride at 35. I don't even think I slept half the time. I was in places I shouldn't have been at 3 o'clock in the morning, and having to work the next day. I had the keys to the shop and everything, and I've actually left the bar. Was right down the street from the shop at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and crawled underneath my desk and slept there, and got up, threw water on my face, went to work. Yeah, those were the days. Now I can't do anything. Mitch saying hi to everybody. And well, like I said, it was good seeing everybody there. Was I don't know, they're just stand up people. I mean, I we have the best thing to say about Paige and Chuck. Not so much good stuff to say about Mitch, but it was a bunch of good people having a good time and getting to experience giving to Thailand. And and that was nice of Chuck to let everybody in on that. And he invited me for I just saw the video today. Chuck's video today was of the Christmas party that he had. I think it was Christmas Eve, and he invited me to that. I just didn't. I was hanging with my wife, and she couldn't go, so I would have had to stay. It was the 24th, so there's no reason to come back on the Christmas day, to come back on the 26th to do the school on the 27th. I would have had to just stay, so I decided not to go. Next year, I'll probably go. I told my wife, put together 4 or 5 days next year, and maybe we'll even dress her up as Mrs. Claus, and I'm going to take a motorcycle next time, and going to get the full outfit. It was kind of spur of the moment because I don't think Chuck was expecting me to say yes and that I was going to come, and so he's already said that he'll get it or I'll get it or whatever. But between the two of us, we'll get a suit, and we'll do a motorcycle Santa Claus, and we'll get some, and maybe we'll do some kind of a thing where we make a donation from Got to Love Thailand to No Time to Be Sad to help that school up there. We do stuff here. Like I said, I don't film very much of it unless somebody says, "Hey, you took my $3 and I didn't see where it went." Of course, I'll tell you. And my wife's in charge of it. Goes back to Thailand. I don't know. Every one of them, every little thing, 3 volleyballs here and that. And no, the TVs. If we do a big thing, like we did a couple of times with the shirts and the gifts and the ice cream and all that kind of stuff, I would probably do just a short. I don't need to flood it, but I didn't want to do anything. That was Chuck's deal, and he was having a good time. Although I was a cinematographer for a little bit of it when he went up there. He handed me the camera, so I did it. Hey, Alex, hope you had a great holiday. I'll say Christmas. They'll crucify me for it and saying I'm not politically correct. But thanks for stopping by. What do you guys? I don't even know. I got to follow. I haven't seen the last couple of videos, and I'm horrible at it. Like I told you guys, if you go watch a video, make sure you just put nice video, something in there, and help the algorithms. But Alex is top notch in my book, brother. Still haven't met him long enough to sit down. One of these times when I come to that area, we'll all have to go out and take you to dinner or lunch or something. But we talked about it. We just only at meetups, and there's 9 million people around, and boom boom music, and you can't. I don't like screaming. You're one of the good ones, Alex. Man, they're far and few between nowadays. Hopefully, it gets better than that. But like I said, people bitch and whine about YouTube, but all these people that I've met, Mitch and Alex and Bobby and Andrew and Jake, and go on and on and on and on. I wouldn't have met without this. And so till I'm not having fun anymore, we'll sit around. We got 23 people that want to hang out and listen to me ramble about stuff. God knows why, but we always seem to have fun. And people that do need information, there's enough people in the chat. And I've been here 5 years now, so I've got a little bit of an idea of what it takes to live in Thailand and how to make yourself happy and that kind of stuff. And we can answer some questions when if you want to watch. Yeah, he is one of the good ones, Mitch is saying, for sure. And Miley. We'll throw Miley in the mix. And I see she's putting out more content, so I'm glad to see that. And a lot of people, they they get their balls busted because they're trying to make a dollar off of YouTube. Well, that's what the platform was made for. So if you're a troll and you're in your mother's basement at 50 years old and you're in your jockey shorts, and just leave people alone. Let them make it. Especially people that are Thai people in Thailand. It doesn't take much to supplement their income, which they could do with YouTube, and I applaud them all of them, for doing it. Let's see. I took back to her like she was special. They loved her. Cool. Good to hear. Uh, yeah, I like seeing when everybody gets together. That's one thing I kind of miss being out here in Isan. And if I was in John Tim, I'd probably be able to at least do a little bit more. But I got Bobby here and Jai and Andrew and Quan, which who would have known through YouTube, and they're right here in Surin. And me and Bobby met each other when we started our channels. He's got 8,000 subscribers. I've only got 2,400, but Bobby and Jai, they great people. So is Andrew and Quan. So I got lucky there. We can meet up and go speak English and have lunch, usually at AA Fantasia or whatever it is. Decent food there. I still haven't made the leap being able to go there and say, I'm going to try that, because I always fall back to the burger and eat the burger, but I will. Hey, anytime, Alex, you're more than welcome anytime. And I'll be out your way. And next time that I come, we'll kind of try to plan it in advance so that maybe maybe we'll grab Mitch and Dow or whoever wants to come and go get some. I'll buy some dinner. I'll put that out there. A good one, a good dinner, maybe a steak that I don't get to have very often. That's what I was saying. That the lunch that we went on in Tat Panom was phenomenal. And I saw Miley deal with that. They're huge. I think that was your thumbnail or whatever. It's huge. Yeah, for sure. Uh, but that freshwater, I think they're freshwater, right? Freshwater shrimp or whatever. Was outstanding. Outstanding. A little pricey, but there was a lot of us. But it was well worth it. I'm glad that I stayed and hung out. Just great, great people for sure. And like I said, everybody that I've met here on YouTube has been stand-up people. I guess I've gotten lucky, or everybody kind of, when their minds think alike, I guess they stay together and um, have a tendency to like each other, I guess. Uh, Beach house and winter houses. Who does? He walks around with bodyguards now. uh, yeah, the tiger prawns. Yeah, they were outstanding. And we got off the beaten path somewhere. Can't remember where it was. It was just me and Nitnoy, and we got down by a river, and they were them gigantic. I think three of them was a kilo, or something like that, or it might have been over a kilo, and I forget what it was, 1,200, 13, 1,400 for the kilo, but it was worth it. It was like eating freaking three lobsters. It was really good, really good. But I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I will. I'm trying to get around stuff. It's like I try to explain to people, like your channel is blowing up and Foz is blowing up, and everybody. They, it's hard when, like, I can remember when, well, shit, I wrote Chuck something, and how come he didn't answer me back? With 75,000 subscribers, you don't really realize until you have to make videos, edit videos, do live streams, try to watch some videos and comment on them all. It's impossible. I can still do it with 2,400. I can still do it, which I'm glad that I can. But just so everybody knows out there, if you get a heart from somebody, that's a big deal when you've got a crap load of subscribers. So keep that in mind. Don't get too bent out of shape if someone doesn't answer you back. It's not an easy thing. What's up, Daz? Glad you could stop by. Uh, is Nikki here? I didn't see Nikki. Did I miss that? Nikki, are you here? Are you awake? I don't know. Hi, Nikki, if you are. I don't think she's here, Mitch. Oh, I was joking. Okay. Yeah, she's probably still trying to get over her deals. But I know Daz, when are you going to be back? I know we were talking about trying to do a thing in January, February, March, and we don't know where. But I think it's going to be towards the John Tam area. I think like I've already got. There's only 11 responses or something, and that's with me answering. So there's probably five, 6 responses on the community page of where to have a weekend meetup at, and 2 of them are John TM. So I'm imagining most of the people, if they're coming into Bangkok, it's easy for them to get there. Even if like Maui's coming from Hua Hin, it's okay, not a big deal to get there. Me, it's 5 hours, 6 hours. Coming from a lot of places, it's in that range. So it's probably going to be in that area, but maybe we'll get off the beaten track and up towards Rayong and find a nice hotel or something up that way. We'll see how it works out. Let's see. Yes, it's a secret agent. Yeah, that's a good classification for him, Alex. That actually sums him up pretty good, I think. Let's see. Um, he moves around. I'm off duty. Put the little one to bed. Good for you. But I think you were coming back at that time, right? March or something. So we'll probably do it the middle or end of March or something. And I think Jake will be here. And I bet you we get 20, 30 people that'll go. And we'll just get a nice hotel somewhere for a weekend and a Friday and Saturday night and have some fun. Like I said, man, it's hard for me. When I went to the first meetup, where I think it was the first time that I met Alex and Miley, was at what's the name of that? What is it? Aussie place, or is it British? I don't know. Mitch, what's the name of that? What's the name of the Kiwi bar? Kiwi and yeah, Australian, right? Nice place, great people, really nice people. I think his name is Steve, and they just had a baby. And anyway, um, he the music was down. Usually, if I go anything like that, whether it's a wedding or even my own party that I had in Ubon, the music was too freaking loud. Um, I don't like the not being able to talk and having to scream at the top of my lungs when I'm trying to meet somebody and talk to somebody. And he kept the music down and everything. Then they switched it over, but I never went to any of the other ones. But I think if we try to put together a smaller group of 15 to 30 people somewhere in a 2-day weekend where people can go and do what they want to and maybe meet up at night or not meet up or whatever, meet up once and say, I don't like you, so I won't be coming to the next one. But anyway, I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good. I just don't like Scream. Yeah, or yeah, that's a and Skylar's the new addition. And but very nice people. Wombat and Kiwi Bar. That's it. Alex got it down. Yeah, towards the end of March. So we'll probably try to shoot towards the end of March so that you can make it if you want to. But it, I think it'll be fun. And like I said, I think it's going to be in that general area. I know that there's a couple of nice hotels down on the water, but not right in John Tiem or Patea. But we just pick. Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're going to make our own party or whatever it's going to be. Brock saying hi to Alex, but I'm for a meetup. I did not the wombat. No, not the wombat. But like I said, he was as far as I was seeing uh, the music level. I stayed 4 hours. Normally, I'd stay maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and I would have left because the music was getting to me. After an hour at my house, I was ready to leave. The music was, and then I did a thing. Too bad I didn't download that. I should show you on my phone. If you guys saw uh, my my wedding, and Chuck did one on my wedding and house blessing, and in Surin, and the one that we just had in Ubon. That was a hell of a hell of a party. Last night we were here, and you can see if it maybe looks a little bit familiar to you. I'll put it on. Let's see. My wife. That was her last night. Her New Year's party. Same stage, same dancers, same singers, same everything that we had at the at the Ubon house. It was a kick. I have one more, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, what did I do? Same girl. But anyway, it was fun. We only stayed. We got a late start on it. They started at 6. We didn't get there till almost 8 o'clock because we yesterday was our 3 month go to the doctor, get all my medications, get her one medication, and both get blood tests and all that. We start out at 3 in the afternoon, and it usually we were done at 7. But by the time we took the scooter home, got in the car, changed our shirt, and went to the party, it was 8. I think we left at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Um, there were some pretty hammered people there. Had a lot of whiskey. I think I drank a Spy, 1.5 Spies. They have a Spy Black. It was pretty good. I like the red too. I'm just not much of a drinker. Well, I won't get intoxicated. So that's one thing you won't have to worry about seeing me. Never see me drunk. But the drunk lady wasn't there. She probably would have been if we would have invited her. It was a great party, man. I got people asking me, are the people in the village are saying, are they going to have more parties? There was over. Somebody said there was over 250 people there. I would say it probably was pretty close to 250. It was it was quite a party. Happy New Year! All right, Alex, and I'll keep in touch when I'm coming that way. I'll make sure that I send you something, and we'll meet up and have a dinner or lunch or something. Thanks for stopping, brother. Appreciate it. Um, let's see. We still got 20 people here. Well, wow, it's been almost an hour. Time flies when you're having fun. I was impromptu. I can't say that word. Anyway, it was. I didn't have this live stream planned. Extras. Yeah, I mean, if you you have to pick her out in the deal. And I was telling Chuck when I was there, I think it was on his video. They put it up on the big screen. I think it was in Ubon, and the one uncle that's right down the street. He was kind of sickly. He's the one Brock, what the hell's the name of that? The deal that I replaced for Grandma and Grandpa, where they put the bones and everything. Yeti, or is that a cooler? Uh, Something like that. Brock will know the correct name. We're going to do after the first of the year, probably in January or February, for his wife. Um, has another little one there that we're going to put in the same style one for his wife who passed, probably 10, 12 years ago. Shetty, right? I think. Hey, Fa, how you doing? Happy New Year to you. Hope you're well. Hope everything's going good for you. Um, but he was like Fa, given they caught him on camera giving 20 baht to the ladies on the stage, and they confronted him and said, "Well, where'd you get this money?" And he said, "My money, my money. I want to give to them." So he's got to be, I don't know, 70, maybe early 70s. But he was a crack up. So my wife made a deal with him. She's got all those plants that she planted around the property there. So I think every couple of days he has to go over there and water them, and then at the end of each month she's going to give him 500 baht. So he can make some extra dough. He's the one. I don't know if I told you guys the story. It's weird because you don't think about Thailand and some of the stuff that they have to endure, uh, being maybe on the lower side, or I don't want to say poverty because it's not really poverty. They have smiles on their face, they have food, and they've got a roof over their head, and they're happy as hell to have it. I think that's what I love about the Thai people the most and the culture. But he was sick, and they said, Can we drive?" My wife said, "Can we drive him down to the not the hospital, but the in town, medical facility, whatever it is." We drove him down there, and they gave him a shot, and they did this and they did that, and that place is not open on the weekends. I think it was the weekends. So I said, well, what the hell happens when somebody gets sick here and they can't, because Ubon's over an hour away, and most of them don't have vehicles. They don't have a car they can jump in and drive down to Ubon. She said they wait. So if they get sick on a Saturday morning, they have to wait till Monday morning to get in a queue to get seen by a doctor. I went, wow, man, this is. You don't think about that. You don't realize. Or I didn't. Maybe some people do, but I didn't realize that that's the way that it was. I said so somebody could die waiting for the doctor, and basically they said people have died waiting for a doctor. And I'm going, oh my god! But we'll see. And listening to the live stream. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Pa is one of my favorite entrepreneurs of Thailand. She has her YouTube channel, which you stay tough and don't worry about anybody, and nails and selling stuff. My wife does stuff once in a while. I anything. The people are so, what it would be, resilient. They don't depend on the government. First of all, it's not like the United States. You can walk up and go, gimme, 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 and they give you 30,000 baht each month. They're not going to give you anything. You're not going to get anything. So what you have to do is you have to make it yourself. And my wife, like I said, I'm in total amazement because she's been working for the government. She makes what I think is almost nothing, but it's a good wage in Thailand. But two kids in private school, taking care of mom and dad, paying for electricity and food and everything, and paying for an apartment in Bangkok, the paying the private school, all this stuff. In fact, she blames it on me because I'm around now. She's probably gained 2 or 3, 4 kilo, and she said that's because she can eat whatever she wants now. She's not limited to not eating, so her daughters and mother and father can eat. So it's just totally mind-boggling. But like I have this ring, and when she got, where's the ring? Maybe it's somewhere. I put it on here because it was, my wife got me. It's a gold ring, right? Well, she bought 2 of them, And then what she did was on Facebook, she put up, we're going to sell, 100 whatever spin of the wheels or whatever. So one person's going to win out of that. And I don't know, she made like maybe 500 baht by putting the whole thing together. And somebody got one of these for, I don't know, whatever it was, 50 baht, whatever she had to buy in there. But it's just creative, right? Creative stuff. Buy this clothes, sell it at the market, and got old clothes, sell it at the market. Uh, they bend over backwards. They're not afraid of work. And the sad part about it though is it's mostly the women that at least that I see that are busting their backs and trying to make ends meet, because I think also the culture. My wife was raised, you're going to get a job, whatever you got to do to make money, whatever it is, and you're going to take care of your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, your great grandmother, your great grandfather, all your elders that are still alive. It's your responsibility. And which in the States, it's like that doesn't exist. But anyway, you've heard me rant about how much I love the Thai people anyway. Hey Jay, how you doing? But Fa, she busts her tail to make ends meet. So I like to see it, and I like the tattoos too. I can't say that I don't. Of course, I'm waiting for the one. She's got her one arm done, and uh, they're having a hard time. Was having a hard time getting the white in it because it's a new deal, that blackout thing. But her arm is very sensitive now, so she's got to wait to go over the same ones that they already painfully tried to put the white in and have it redone again. So more power to her. She's a very strong young lady. So all you trolls can kiss my ass. But yeah, I I like Fa and James and Mitch and Dow and everybody else that I've met here on YouTube. I've been lucky. I haven't met anybody that I just didn't like. So it works out pretty good. But it is like you if you're not familiar and you're watching and you're not familiar with Thailand, or you just watch what's on YouTube, and maybe you don't get all the information, but it's a fantastic place. I would love to say it's horrible. Please don't come. The beaches are dirty. The water's dirty. It's an eyesore, and anything to keep you from coming here, because I don't want a bunch of people here. I like the empty beaches and stuff. I'm very selfish. But I get past the selfish stuff when I talk on here, because it's a great place. I mean, especially, I only really know from America, but in America, your dollar goes about that far, and here in Thailand, you know, it, it's amazing. It's amazing, and the people, they aren't. I've never felt like uncomfortable, or why, looks looking at me like, why are you in my country, and you're ruining this, you're a piece of crap. Never. I've never felt that way ever. And everything that I see that they do, they depend on themselves, and they depend on each other uh, to do it. And if they have a bowl of rice, uh, a some kind of a shelter to live in, a roof over their head, they're smiling from ear to ear, saying, I got the world by the, you know, and in the United States, they sure wouldn't feel that way. And they could be 90 years old, and they're out at 9 o'clock at night cutting grass for their cow, or to sell for 10 baht. And just amazing people, amazing people. 5 a.m. today. I slept in today. 7 o'clock. I'm usually up at 4:30, but I've been kind of saying I need to, because in the middle of the day, man, because I'm old. I'm not a young whippersnapper like Fa is, but I get tired, man. And I'm not, 'cause I don't sleep that good anyway. I wake up 20 times during the night, but I'm going to try to force myself, if I wake up at 4:30, to go back to sleep and sleep till 7:30. All right, Ralph. Take it easy. Have a good one. Time for 7 hours sleep. Okay. Yeah, please don't come to. Yeah, there you go. There, Rob's the spokesperson for Australia. I'm the spokesperson for the United States, and we both say the same. It is. It's just like I said. In my mind, are there people that are going to come here and go, "God, what a horrible place"? I don't think so. They might come here and go, well, I really don't like this, and I don't think I could stand the humidity, and I come from, Minnesota, and it's just not the place for me. Maybe, but I'm going to say if you're coming here to look to retire, uh, 99% of the people that are going to come here are going to at least give it a good 4 or 5 year shot, to see what it's like. And I just can't see, are there other places? I can't really say I haven't been to every place in the world, but I know that here in Thailand, I can go and rent a 1 bedroom apartment in Isan for $175 a month, furnished with air conditioner, or 200. Uh, where are you gonna do that? And if you're, like I said, if you haven't thought about or planned for retirement, and I can only talk about the United States, but you worked hard your whole life, but you didn't buy a home or you didn't save right or whatever it is, but you worked and everything, and you're getting $2,300, $2,000 a month in Social Security, you can live here quite comfortably. You know, like I said, you're not going to be able to go out drinking every night and chase, women if you're a man and that kind of stuff. But to come here and go out to dinner a couple of nights a week or maybe more than that, take a 1 week vacation once a month somewhere for, a six, seven, $800 a night or bought a night room. Yeah, you can fit that all into a budget for in the $2,000 to $2,500 range, which I think if you worked your whole life, your Social Security is going to be somewhere in that realm, somewhere between 2 and 3,000, depending on what it is. Who did I meet? Hey, traveler, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I'll be dropping off. Got to hit the hay. You're here in what, 2 years? I think Jay will be a permanent residence. The Koi are doing good. Thanks. They're doing good. We're gonna go. We're leaving today. I think hopefully by noon, but it sure don't look that way now. I'm hoping. I don't like driving at night. These old eyes don't do well. But we're gonna be. Though it's starting to clear up a little bit. But we should be there. Well, we're going to be there tonight sometime, and then we'll be there in the morning. We'll check them out. But they've been doing good. Uh, I know he called the other day, and they ran out of food, so we had to send him some money to buy some, and we'll bring some. Uh, and then we're going to go camping for 2 days with the kids. We're going to go spend one night in the 4 or 5 star hotel, the Centra, in Ubon. Me and Nitnoy will spend one night there, and then we'll come back on the second, and then start the new year on the third, and see how the hell. I think 2024 is going to be a good year. Does everybody else have like a good feeling about 2024? I have a I have a good I have a good feeling about it. I'm on my way there in May. Been retired since 2011. It's a good pension. Just started Social Security. Sold most of my stuff. Can't wait. Yeah, I think you'll like it, Stephen. I mean, depends on what you're into. I don't know what your age is. The hardest thing is if you're. I'm imagining you're over 50, so shouldn't be a problem getting a retirement visa. They're easy to get. You don't want to fuss around. Just get an agent and be done with it. Pay whatever they want. And if you don't like any hassles and you have the dough, if not, if you know somebody that is a friend and speaks Thai or whatever, have them go with you. It's only 1,900 baht for the deal, and I think was it 3,800 for the unlimited entry deal, which I suggest getting. I think at 2,800, 2,800. Sorry, for $100 or whatever it is. Peace of mind, because I've said some stories that I've heard of people getting it and all of a sudden getting drunk and their friends say, let's fly off to Japan and go here and go there, and they didn't realize it was their second time out, and they didn't have it. They have to go through the whole process again. Not that that's that big a deal. It's another 1,900 baht, but if you buy that for 100 something bucks, you don't have to worry about it. But it's I don't know. I love it. I got to love Thailand, hence the name. Uh, for 200, they could rent a whole floor, one sleep in one, cook in one. Yeah, it's it's just amazing, man. Like I said, and if you've got a good deal and you want to be on the 30th floor, 180-degree view above Pate or John Tiem, in the 25, 30,000 baht, so I don't know, $600-700 a month, completely furnished. Walk in with your two suitcases and you're here. And I think that if you're up in the 25 to right around 2,500, that's not completely out of the question. You have a budget, you keep to a budget. My weird thing is that my whole life I never had a budget, so I didn't know. When I got here, I was like freaking out. Is 10,000 baht a day going to be enough? You don't know until you get here and settle in. But I would say that if you're in the 2,500, I bring in 3,200 a month is what I bring in from the States. Could I bring a little bit more? Yeah, I could, but I don't. And it's plenty of money. And I've got a mortgage payment here and 2 car payments and a Forza payment and everything else. And I still have money to travel and do whatever I want. So it's just you don't know until you get here. I mean, you could think about it, because I did, coming here and going, what is life? I came for 2 weeks. I would suggest, if you're going to think about moving here, at least 3 months to 6 months. Um, and the reason that I say that is because you can get a better deal on rent when you hit that 3 month mark, 6 months, a little bit better. But the other ones, you're talking about higher stuff if you're only going to be here, a month or whatever. But I think in 3 months you've got a pretty good. In 2 weeks, I knew, fine with me. It looks perfect, and I haven't been disappointed yet. And that was 5 years ago. So, and I've never been. Let's see what you say here. I've never been there. Been to visit the Philippines 4 times. Never been to Thailand. I'm 64. Good health so far for the most part. Too old for the night season. I'm 67. Yeah, the only thing, like, they've got a lot of places that are off the beaten path in John Tiem or Hua Hin. It depends. But I've never been to the Philippines, so I can't really say. But I've seen some absolutely gorgeous places in the Philippines, and I heard it's just like any other place. There's good places and there's bad, you know. So just pretty much any place in the world is like that. But I the cost of living, and I think Thailand has got it beat a little bit, but there's probably other people that probably know better than me. But I think if you've been to the Philippines and you like the Philippines, I think you're gonna like you're gonna like Thailand. And anything that I can do, let me know. Send me email, ask me on here, whatever. Let me know. Anything that I can do for anybody that's coming here, I'd be more than happy to do. Yeah, that's it's isn't it a great place, man? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see who came here. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Ah, Robbie's here. Hey, Robbie, how you doing? Hope you're well. But it's easy to do, right? I mean, like I said, I was here for 2 weeks, and I was supposed to come back. And if you watch this channel, you know that my wife passed away of 30 years. And we were going to come to Thailand. So I said, hell, I'm going to go anyway. So I came for 2 weeks, and it was different. Some people, well, it was weird going back to my house, and now my wife's not there, and blah, blah, blah. And it was weird, but I felt totally at ease. It wasn't like it's weird, someone's looking at me or watching me. I felt comfortable there. My problem is I wake up 10, 15 times a night, and for a split second, I would think that oh, no, she's dead. I thought she was alive, but she's dead. And after I did that for 2 or 3 nights, I said enough. It was in the beginning of November 2018, and I had rented a place starting January 1st for a year in Kamala. And I said, no, I'm going. I booked a flight, got out 2 days later, and went back, found a place I actually used a service apartment, like a hotel, for the month and 3 quarters that I had to wait until I could get into the 1 bedroom house, and been here ever since. But have you know, did you, I didn't ask Paul, have you been in Bangkok the whole time? Have you lived there the whole time, Paul, or did you go other places and live here for a year and here for this and around? I'd be interested. And again, just because I ask stuff on this channel doesn't make anybody has to answer me. You always have the option to say, no, I don't want to answer that. I would totally understand. Um, yeah, you went. And you were just in where? Where were you at? They said was real expensive. I was on your live stream. What was it, yesterday? I'm horrible on remembering stuff. But I think it was the most expensive place around. Starts with an S, right? I think. God, I'm horrible. Um, Singapore. Singapore. Say all right. Start with an S. I do want to go and see that with my two eyes. A long weekend with my wife, just a little getaway, and I'll probably bitch the whole time about that. I just paid, $18 for an order of French fries, or what did you say? $1 for a bottle of water, a U.S. dollar for a bottle, which is probably normal in the U.S., right? You're back and forth to the U.S., so I know those prices are probably U.S. prices. Koh Chang for 6 weeks, the rest of the time in Bangkok. Very good, very cool. Um, I like Koh Chang. It's one of my favorite places. Stephen, for sure. Excuse my caps, my eyes. Yeah, Ron helps me out sometimes because I can't see too well. Hey, Mark, how you doing, brother? Hope you're well. I was in Manila for work in November. I couldn't believe the armed guards at the McDonald's. Really, I want to go. I mean, I was supposed to go with Chris, and he's kind of still working and doing stuff. He hasn't quite hit his full blown retirement yet. When he does, I imagine we probably still will go for a week or something and go and check it out. Oh, 380 for a bottle of water. Dollar was for a cup of okay. That was the 8-ounce cup. Okay. Now it's coming back to me what I was listening to while you were speaking. $3.80 for a bottle of water. What is it here? 12 baht? I don't know. 7 baht? Something like that. Somebody can enlighten me. I don't ever pay attention I know the Cokes and stuff are like 18, 20 baht, but I think the bottle of waters are under 10 baht. I think somebody can correct me. It happens all the time. My wife does it every day. Uh, I met my wife and didn't want to go back, and she got pregnant. It was easier for me to stay here. I didn't even know you had a wife or a kid. That's okay. See, we learn more about people. 7 to 12 baht. Okay, that sounds about right. That's cool. So you didn't want, and with me when I came here, I know my wife's not gonna. No, she's only 43 years old. She's gonna work until she's 60. I'll be dead more than likely, and she. I'm here, but I can go wherever I want to. She doesn't bitch, whine, or complain. I can hop on a plane tomorrow and go wherever I want. So that makes it nice. But after 4 days, I'm like attached to her. After 4 days, I'm kind of Jones and I want to see my wife, which I never thought that, especially after this one died, I never thought that would happen again. I used to miss her company too, because this one's becoming like my best friend too. I confide pretty much in her everything that's on my mind. There's been thing. If you've got it, I don't know. I don't have my thing up, but yeah, you should check out Robbie's channel. Anybody can put up the link for that. That would be greatly appreciated. Um, Armed escort when traveling in the country. I felt very important. uh, yeah, I don't know. It depends on. Robert wants to go on a motorcycle ride, and I believe it's going to be after the 3rd and before the 18th of January because I got to go back to the doctor on the 18th. Oh, they changed I was on the hospital that I went to. That my doctor goes to both the private hospital and the government hospital. He sees me at the government hospital on overtime. I go in there at 3. I'm out in 3 hours, um, and that's including a blood test, seeing the doctor, waiting for medication. 3 months worth of medication, so it takes a while. But they changed that shot, that lose weight and diabetes shot, from the everyday one to the once a week. So we'll see how that goes. I take my first one of those on Sunday. Sunday, I think. Yeah. So I don't know, to tell you the truth. Otherwise, I would definitely be game. I'm game to pretty much go anywhere. Yeah, Colombia has a tendency to be like that. I was, when I was younger, Mexico was pretty much the destination of choice, especially being from California, and you got used to seeing the 16-year-olds with them 16s, pretty much everywhere in yeah, most places, Cabo, Ensenada, um, you know, at the border, of course. But hello, you guys made it. Yes. What's that? What about it? Yeah, you can drive it. Okay. Where are you gonna go? Are you going to get something to eat? Okay. No, your grandma gave me chicken. You're welcome. Uh, Now, would I let anybody take my 1.4 million baht truck? No. Daughters? Yes. Uh, yeah, it was an awesome party. It was definitely, except for the loudness, man. I'm too old. I guess I've gotten old, but I never really got much for the boom, boom, boom stuff anyway. But let's see. Dave, did you get your tour? I don't know if I can. Yeah, that's what I need you. I got to check it out because I was talking to Mitch, and Mitch said he can't do it. We both have neuropathy, or he has diabetes too. Um, I think his is worse than mine, but we both have the numbness in the feet. And he said he can't, unless he like totally choreographs what he needs to have done. If it hurts him to have foot massage. But I want to try it. I still haven't gotten a regular massage. No, if that was a question you were asking. Besides, because I was riding all night long, but it. I'm interested in seeing what it feels like. I got to do it sooner or later. Hey, Andrew, how are you? Don't need armed guards in Texas. Everyone's already packing. Yeah, like in Phoenix, in Arizona. That was the weirdest thing because I wasn't. We took a ride to a play another motorcycle place in Phoenix, and I'd never seen any. I don't know why I didn't realize it, but they carried iron on their side, and I walked in to meet some guys inside I forget, like a 7-Eleven or liquor store or something, and they all had their guns on and strapped to their leg and rode their motorcycles like that, and it was something took a little getting used to, but it was why not, you know? Yeah, another Genesis truck. I know it doesn't have any in it yet, though, Ron. That's the that's the problem with it. It's funny as we get older. Yeah, I don't. I don't like being touched. Don't like being pushed, and I'm weird. I'm weird. I thought Mitch was nothing. It could be Des. You might have it right. Here in Pate, it's called a soapy massage. Haven't had one of those either. You got to remember, like I was uh, totally naive to anything here in Thailand. I heard about stuff, but never explained anything, or never, what the bars were like. None of that stuff when I came in 2018. The closest thing that I've come to a bar, I went and had a beer with Rob 20 seconds in Thailand at the White Horse, whatever it was. I went there twice. I think I had two beers each time with him. It was right after this one had passed away, so I wasn't in any mood to do anything. But I've still never have. I've never been at any place in uh, um, I tell you, I was right on the. Andrew could tell you. Andrew, what's the name of the hotel we stayed in? Right, he said I could have walked right out the front, and I was pretty much in the center of everything that was happening in Pattaya when we went there for Thanksgiving. And I still haven't. Got offered by James to go out one night, and me and Mitch both. I passed out, and Mitch passed out. Um, I think Jake went. One was with his wife and stuff on a meetup when we were there, and I was invited to that, and I didn't make it. So my wife's still in tune. I told her I want to see it with my own two eyes. I see YouTube. I see old YouTubes. I see all that, and I want to see it, directly. But there it is. Very nice hotel. In case anybody is ever wanting to experience the bar scene and have a nice hotel, and uh, they met my criteria on breakfast. Just had a crap load of bacon. I never seen so much bacon in my entire life. So they get a triple A rating from me. But right in the middle of everything, it was good. Hey, Big Daddy, happy holidays to you, and a happy New Year's if I don't see it. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, watch this. The other the Jello shooters. Yeah, Mitch seemed to have quite a few of those in that. That was the video from today, right? I watched it too this morning. Um, Dave, it was a tough life being retired. You're busy. Yeah, I am busier now than I was when I was working. I think. Now you know what? It's fun. I just wish that I wish that I could do more videos and be better at it. I don't like my whole life. I never liked doing anything unless I could be really good at it. And it's basically from lack of trying. I'm not trying as hard as I should. So hopefully I'll get to a point where I do it with trailer trash. I'm hoping that um, I'm going to actually try to put a quality content out there. Here, it's basically us. You guys are the ones that make the channel. You and me, and we sit and we talk about whatever we want to talk. If that means we talk about death, we talk about death. We talk about who had the biggest operation this year. We talk about that. How many people had a colonoscopy? We'll talk about that. So it's pretty wide open, but no drama. For the most part, once in a while, a little bit, but not a lot. And hopefully that'll go away. I'm not gonna indulge in any banter anymore. I'm done with it. But it's fun, and especially for me. Like I said, that was the most English that I've heard my daughter speak. They not well versed in English, so mainly when my mother-in-law and father-in-law, zero English. Can't say hello. They can say hello. They can say hello, but that's it. So when I'm on here, I get to ramble, in English. So, and then when I meet up with Andrew and Bobby, and we go to mainly AA Fantasy, but when we go there, I get to talk quite a bit. So, stopping for fuel at some of the best gas stations I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, it puts a smile on my face driving down the road when I need to see a PTT station and I see one. So I get to go there, do my business, hit a 7-Eleven, fill up with gas, and out on the road. So it is pretty good. I'm not computer literate. What does that mean? What? Oh, do you line? Do you have line? See, even I know that because I had WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is basically the same thing as line, and it's the one that they mostly use in Costa Rica. Here in Thailand, line is what they mostly use. Although a lot of them have WhatsApp. Yeah, it's a chat. There you go. Daz is answering it. And they really have good quality. I don't know, FaceTime. Talking, chatting, face to face. I've only used WhatsApp, Line, and Messenger, and they're all fairly good now. I think everybody is, but everybody has this line. So, what did I miss? Did I miss anything? Last call on Soy 6. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Dad's got a kick out of what is line. Big Daddy L. Rob saying hello to everybody. Thank you. And he's telling you to chat up. And it's a good one to have, traveler, especially if you're staying in with the Thailand genre or the people, and everybody usually has line. And you can there's group chats where we have one, Gotta Love Thailand. I don't know how many people are in that now. 20, 25 people or something. And hell, it goes all day and night long. People talking on it. So it's a good one to have. You have WhatsApp. That's a big one. That's what exact same thing in Costa Rica. Almost every Costa Rican has line or has WhatsApp. And just like almost every person from Thailand has line. JB, sure let me know. And when are you coming back? You're going to be close. I know soon. I mean, and I know that we already talked to Logan and Jamie. If Jamie's still up, you guys are coming Christmas 2025, I think. 2025. And we could ask, well, let's bust his stones and ask him how much longer he has. 3 years. I'm going to say 3 years, 11 months in that realm, I think, or 3 years, 10 months. He's getting there. I couldn't imagine it. And that's like we're talking about his son just enlisted. And it wasn't an option. I mean, it never crossed my mind when I was a kid. It was structured, and I was not a structured person, and did not like to be uh, told what to do and when to do it. Wasn't an option for me. Uh, TV media. I don't watch. I don't watch it. I watched two, I think. One when he did the motorcycle thing, which didn't turn out well for him, and once it caught my eye because he was building one of those racing. I don't know, those racing boats with the big long motor with the prop that's out there cutting people's arms and legs off. I thought that was pretty cool, and I watched that. He's got millions of subscribers, I think. Be in Thailand with his Thai partner. Yeah, I just haven't got into it. It's just so hard for me now between everybody that I watch, and I try to watch the smaller channels because they're all the people that watch me, and I like to support them. And it gets tougher and tougher. Like I was talking earlier when Alex was in here, it's hard to do. Don't ever get disappointed if somebody doesn't answer your comment. When they have 70,000 subscribers or 40,000 even. I can barely do it at 2,400. I find myself getting way behind. But like I said, if you get a little heart deal, which is easy to do, I would take that as the guy is listening to me and knows who I am. So, or the gal, whatever the case may be. There we are. Christmas, 3 years, 10 months. I was close. 2 days, and a wake up or the big R. Okay. How's the? I haven't watched what I didn't watch the last video. I got to watch that one. I don't think you have any new pizza ones out, so I got to check those out. My pizza freaking video is doing better than any of my most of my other videos. That one that I put out on that little short that I put out on, because if I get 40 or 50 views on a short, I have some that I get quite a few, but not like Bobby. Bobby puts out and Jive 100 a day. I'm kidding. I'm exaggerating, but he'll put out 4 or 5 a day, and he gets them up there. But that one that I put on the little lunch that we had, I think, is creeping up on 1,000. And they usually stop if you don't get them in the beginning. And I don't know how the hell that works with YouTube. I mean, you could put out something stupid like here's a truck, for 2 seconds, and it gets 1 million views. I don't understand how it works, but I did like to put that one out because we were all there, and it was good food, good company, great conversation. Somewhat because there's a lot of Thai people there that I didn't understand, but getting to talk to Chuck and Mitch and Paige. Paige is obviously she doesn't talk that much in there, probably because she doesn't want to, but she speaks excellent English, and a great lady too. Another one. I can't say enough about both of them and the things that they do and have done in their life for everybody, including me. Taking me around Thailand and letting me be a part of what they're experiencing is top notch to me. We used to love the big channels doing exciting things. Now we're more about daily life video, much more personal. Yeah, I think so. Like I said, and you guys are too, doing more about what you do every day, and I think people get to know you, and they'll get to know Jamie, and people got to know me, and that's the people that are here. The 20 or 30 that come in every time I do a live stream, and it's fun. It's fun to just sit and rap about, and especially if you have maybe we only get 2 questions in 2 hours about what about this visa, what about that thing here, and what about that. But hopefully we get to help people. And like I'll tell everybody, no matter what you get, any answer you get here on YouTube, regardless whose channel it is, always check with the Thai government and make sure. And most people should tell you that. And nothing cast in stone here, man. What Chuck goes through in Tat Panom to get his deal is totally different than what I got to go through, what Joe has to go through, what Jay, it varies depending on where you are. The one thing I will tell you, the biggest thing that I've had to deal with is Sabai and but one thing with people, getting frustrated at people with governments and getting your license and your visas and your all that kind of stuff. I've always been Sabai and bite my lip, whatever it takes. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It'll get you everything. Just be patient. And if you're retired, like I say, is what difference does it take 1 day to get your yearly retirement visa or 3 days? You're retired. What difference does it make? And you can get frustrated. You know, I, I got frustrated, but I just held my ground. And when somebody tells you face to face, this is what I need you to come back with tomorrow: this paper, and this paper. Okay, you come back and go here. You go. Oh, I don't need this one. I need this one. Okay, all right. Where do I get that? And like I said, the biggest thing by being sabai is that person might say, okay, well, I'll come back tomorrow. Oh, no, you don't. Just go out the door, turn left, the first right you can make, go down there, and that door right there, they'll put it all together. You come back. You don't need to wait in the line. Just come up and hand it to me, and you're done. Okay. Now if you want to be an idiot, you'll never they'll say, yeah, come back tomorrow, come back in a week. I ain't gonna help you, but come on back as much as you want. They're just, and they'll smile at you while they're thinking this. So don't be stupid. be relaxed. It doesn't make that big of a difference, especially if it takes you 1 day or 2 days to get your visa. So be it. Just relax. So there we go. Brock's saying it's super easy. Yeah, it seems the more and more that they get to know me, Brock, it makes it easier and easier. Like I said, when I went the last time, being the procrastinator that I am, which if you watch this channel, you know that I am, I waited too long. And the person in Chuck's video, you heard him talking about how come they only have one person in the immigration that can sign off on the visas. Mine here in the new place was gone. He was in a seminar or something somewhere in Bangkok. The one in the hour away, the one at the border, the one that I used to go to, he was there. I went there. There was 3 gals there. Gave them all my paperwork and waited like 3 hours. And I'm going, man, this sucks, you know. And went up there, and there was only 2 other people in there. But I went up to the lady, and she goes, "Do you have? I see your bank account. You have enough money to put 800,000 in the bank?" And I said, "Weird question, but yeah, yeah, why?" Because we spent 3 hours going through your paperwork, highlighting all of the all of the exchanges because we were building the house. So bringing in not only the money that I had, but extra money to build the house because we built Ubon out of pocket, and and a lot of the stuff here in Surin. And she said you would have been out of here in 10 minutes if you had done that. And I said okay, and I did do that. And then I bought them pizza and beer for 2 of them. One was underage, so she got a soda pop. And you got to be careful when you do that because and this was after the fact. They had already done everything for me that they were going to do. I just wanted to do it for them. Are there instances where they might ask you for some? Yeah, it does happen. Happens all over the world. Get used to it. But there's cameras and all sorts of stuff. So be a little bit smart if you want to ask them. I'd like to buy you lunch. See what their reactions are. But did that, and now all I've got to do is get just one account. The money stays in there. I don't use that for anything but my retirement. So all I got to do is get the bank statement for that, get that day's deal showing that I made a $5 deposit so that they know that, everything is in the right timeline, and a couple pieces of paperwork that my wife knows about, and 1,900 baht, and you're done. So let's see. Versus the TM. Now they've done away with that, right, Brock? The TM30, is that gone now, or am I misstating something? 2017. So Ron's been on his a while. Hey Andy, how you doing? Glad you can make it. Happy New Year's to you. Hopefully I'll be able to do. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do another one camping before the first, so I'll be able to say everything. But if I don't, Happy New Year's, everyone. But he has line now on my. I now have line on my phone. Now I have to figure out how to use it. Somebody can put them in our group if you want to put them in. I don't know exactly how to do half the stuff either, Traveler. But you probably enjoy it. A lot of people just on there bullshitting about what they're doing. Days, Brock's in it. I'm in it. There's a bunch of people, 20 some odd people. You have to be special. Um, say, be in a few days. When are you going to be here, Jay? Andrew's saying hi to Andy. Let's see. Who's leaving? Steve's leaving. Happy New Year. Coming up off to bed. All right, Steve. And like I said, anything that I can do, you hit me up with an email, put it in a chat, ask whatever you want. if I can help you, I'd be more than happy to. Uh, okay, well, what did you guys? I missed. Let's see. Any advance? There's like 5 responses in there, Andy, and um, 2 of the places that have been suggested have both been John TM area. So I'm imagining it's probably going to be in that area, but it's still on the community page. Go in there and give dates if you can on when's the which weekend in March is the best. I think Daz is coming towards the end, so the people. I think Jake's not here, but I think Jake's coming towards the middle or end too. And I know Nikki was even saying that she might try to come to Thailand in March. So whatever, if it's what dates are best for you, and then we'll do a consensus. I'd like to by the end of January have picked the place, have picked the dates, have picked the people that want to go, and pick the hotel, so that we can be a month and a half or so ahead of getting where we're going to go. I think it'll help. Let's see. Not done anyway. I can depend on the office. I won't need another 1030 until I get another passport. So the TM30 isn't that to say where you. I thought they did away with it. Maybe I've gone. Maybe I'm thinking of another another TM. Yeah. Uh, sometimes sometimes I will, which kind of freaks out my wife. That doesn't freak her out. But yeah, I guess if they have your, if they can find out somehow, and they'll ask you to, join them or whatever. Report, yeah, obvious scams. I think Brock's right. Most of the time, it's something. You look at them or whatever, and they just just started and whatever. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say the middle probably going to be a good bet, somewhere in the middle, and then we'll see when Daz is going to be here and when Jake is going to be here. Hopefully, Nikki can make it. That would be flipping awesome. And I know people like Mitch would probably come. Uh, maybe, yeah. I don't know. I seem to think that we could get 15 to 30 people, which I think would be awesome because you don't. I mean, we'll have 2 days, 2 nights, and people can go sightseeing with whoever want to go do that. People want to lay in the pool and drink, or people want to go in the ocean, or whatever the things that. So hopefully, there'll be enough people that not everybody has to go do the same thing. But at night, everybody sits down and bullshits. I think it'd be fun. And Nick's coming to see you. Hey, as long as he comes, it doesn't matter to me. Um, God, it's almost been an hour and 50 minutes. Well, I guess I like it when that way, and I can't. I'm going to show you this because I can't thank Lewis enough. I don't know. Can I do that or no? I can't. Lewis gave a $300 super chat, so my wife has got. She doesn't know yet, so I'll surprise her with it when we're on vacation. She'll be happy as hell. Um, so we had stuff accumulated from over the year, and like I said, in the stuff that we do, the stuff that comes in from the channel, and everything. My wife is the one in charge that does it. Her AdSense account, and she gives it back to Thailand. Mostly the kids. I know one instance. Who was it? One of the persons that was working on the pond, a lady worker, uh, helping digging and stuff, and her son didn't have football cleats for school, and I know she does that kind of stuff. Always for Thai people, whatever it may be. Always for Thai. To my knowledge, you need to fill out a TM30 every time you leave your residence and return for the week. Do the TM. You know, and I've never done one, and I've heard some people have actually gotten in trouble. The hotel is supposed to do it. It's their responsibility, their duty to do it. They're expected to do it, but if they don't do it, it's your problem. So, and I have heard that. So I probably have the ones messed up. What's the one that you get when you fly in? TM19. I don't know. Maybe it's another one. This is the one that say where you are, right? And I never could understand that because the hotels put it in there. They know where you live. You're doing a 90-day report, and every time you move in and out of the country, they know exactly where you are because they're stamping you into the country. So I don't understand that, but um, I never have. But I heard I could get now that you mentioned that. I've heard that I could get in trouble for that because, like I said, it's required of the hotel. It's expected of the hotel to do it. It's demanded that the hotel does it. But if the hotel doesn't, it's your butt on the line. So thanks for clearing that up. Appreciate that. Depends on the office. Red doesn't care, and obviously Sarin doesn't care either, Brock, because they haven't busted my behind for not doing it. They do have my permanent address, but every time you go, that's why they ask for driver's license or passport, and they take a copy of it, and because they've got to report you that you, like when I was in Tapanome, that lady does it. I know she does. They reported that Dave Clark was in Tapanome for these 2 days at our hotel, so they know exactly where you are pretty much all the time, um, which is fine. My 90-day check-in lately, just hand them the passport, annual 30 and 47, one of those blank statements. Yeah, and I did my told you. I did mine online now, and that's probably the way that I'll do it. It took 2 hours, and bing, here's my email, push open document, push print, grab it off my printer behind me, right there on top of the refrigerator, and fold it up and put it in my passport. Um, I know Mitch did his while we were in Tad Panome, and I said, does it go to a central place or does it go to wherever you're Surin or to Pattaya or whatever? And I guess it's through those. So depending on how busy, and I think it took one day, if Mitch is still listening, 24 hours or so to get approval, and he printed it up and off he goes. And I'm only a stone's throw. It's not a big deal. In fact, it'd probably be better that I get out of the house, that I hop on the bike and ride over there. It takes maybe 5 minutes from my front door to the parking at the new government center. So either way, but with my procrastinating, it's nice to be able to have that little option. Just to keep in mind, you have to have went down and done it in person once, and once you do that, you can then apply online. At least that's what they told me. Might be different where you're at in Thailand. Um, yeah, there you go. Exactly. I have a retirement visa, and my immigration office is 5-10 minutes away. Never do online. Yeah, mine's close like that, maybe closer run, and it's just that I procrastinated so much. I was going to be late and said I'm just going to give it a shot, and boom, boom, boom. I've done it twice now, and it works perfectly. You guys will crack up if I showed you I misspelled my name, and it says check your name, check everything, and make sure because you can't edit it after you push that button. And I pushed that button and looked at it afterward and said, "Oh crap!" There was a glitch in my keyboard, and damn if they didn't send me the paperwork with that name on it misspelled. And it's one that's in there now. Next one I don't have to do until my February, first week of February is when I have to renew my visa. So I'll do them both. I don't have to do the 90-day because I'm going to be there. So they'll give me from there on. So I have to do that. And like I said, I believe it's 1,900 baht for the retirement visa, and 28. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 2,800 for the multiple entry and 1,900 for single entry, something like that, or is it 3,800? Might be 3,800. 3,800 for the multiple entry. Somebody, if they know, go ahead and pop it up. But that's still 30, 60, 90. Yeah, I think it's 3,800. It's like $110 or something. Um, and like I said, for me, peace of mind for the $100. Now, even though I don't drink, I drink, but I don't get drunk. And the chances of me forgetting that I don't have a multi-entry and doing that is, unless I get Alzheimer's, which I hope to God I don't. But the it's just, I don't know. And I was planning on traveling this year, and we didn't travel as much as I thought we were going to travel due to some health stuff with my wife, as you guys know. And that's the way that's going to be the first part of next year, and then hopefully all that crap's going to be over with. So I'll probably do it again, but in my mind, for $110, I can go in and out of the country and don't have to worry about anything as many times as I want in the year. Uh, and if people are asking or thinking about marriage, I don't know much about it. I know that in Chuck's case, it was more of a pain in the rear, according to his videos, more in the pain of the rear to have that showing him this and showing your address and all the stuff that you have to, extra stuff you have to put in. And the only thing that it's going to save is the money in the bank. It's 400 instead of 800. So up to you. You can check it out. I've asked before, and the guy said, "Well, you should have came in a couple of weeks earlier." So that threw up a red flag to me. Like, yeah, you're going to stretch this thing out for it's going to drive me nuts. So I'm just going to stick with the retirement visa until they say that's no good anymore, and then basically do whatever Thailand tells me to do. Right? I mean, I don't know. There you go. Brock handled it. Thank you, Brock. Appreciate it. You'll have fun with that, I think, traveler. We have a good time on there. Is Andy leaving? Gotta go. All right. Next year. All right, Andy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Remember to get the reentry permit. Yeah, if you don't, I can see why you wouldn't. What do you have to do? You have to, anytime anything over two times, because I think it's 1,900 for the single. Anything over two times, it would be better to get the multi-entry. So if you know that, oh, this year we're going to go to Laos, and we're going to go to Singapore, and we're going to go to Vietnam, and we're going to hit a bunch of Southeast Asia countries, then it might be better to go ahead and get a multiple entry. Like I said, you'll figure it out. Um, it isn't that big of a deal. It just gives me peace of mind because I heard a couple of horror stories. Is all. It made me go. "Oh." But like this, I wouldn't. Well, I would have had to. I would have had to lay out 1,900. So I'm only lost what, another couple of thousand baht, um, or 3,000, whatever it is, 2,000, I think. Because when I went back for my mom's deal, um, I had I had a reentry. They held me both times. It was weird. I don't know. Never had experienced that before of them want me to wait for a second and have somebody else look at some stuff. We'll see. I think I'm caught up. And let's see. Some can go to the wombat. What did I miss? Yeah. So you can do it. See, I didn't read that whole thing. Thank you, P.S. It says you can do the TM30 online and the 90-day report. I didn't know that. Cool. Let's see. Well, let's see. It's 11:20. I need to move. All right, everyone. I'm glad that I did the live stream. You guys are freaking awesome. I'm going to be hopefully taking off of here. Hopefully, I'll get out of here by 1 o'clock. Like I said, I don't like to drive at night, and it's 4 hours to Ubon. So if I get out of here by 1 or 2, I won't have to drive in too much dark. And the kid can drive. I'll let her drive. Doesn't scare me. I'll get there faster, so I'll probably drive. But you guys are great. In case you haven't ever heard me say this before, on both my intro and my outros, Richard of Richard Travels put it together for me. Great guy. Hope everything's going for you. Um, I'm gonna try to pack up the laptop. If not, I'll be doing the next live stream will be in the next year. It'll be on the 3rd. If I do bring the laptop, we'll do one from up in the mountain somewhere if I have good enough reception. And everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. If you're not subscribed, think about it. It's free. Not a necessity, but we try to meet people. So the more the merrier. And I will catch you on the next one.